Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, we do have a couple of newsworthy stories that we have to get into. I want to talk about Chris and Candace Bassett from the Real Housewives of Potomac and this alleged mistress that has come out of the woodworks, according to Tasha K. Also, we have to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith announcing that she and Will Smith have been separated for several years now. And that explains maybe not a lot, but definitely a significant amount. And of course, we have to talk about Carlee Russell, if only for a moment, right? But first, I ask that you all please hit the like button on this video. It will cause YouTube to recommend this video to more people who are also interested in celebrity gossip, celebrity news. Also, if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would love to have you. I offer a variety of content. When I'm not working, I wanted to do some reading. I am now on the Family Business 6. You all know that I love gangster books. So I have finished up all the cartels, honey. And I'm on Family Business 6. Family Business 7 doesn't come out until next year. I have already looked. You can pre-order on Amazon. But yeah, so then I said I have to do the stories on Jada and Candace and Chris Bassett. But then I also love being a subscriber. So I have been sitting here kicking it with Pretty Brown Eyes in her chat, and just, I see phone calls from prison. Just released a call. It's going on right now between Ernesto and Sonia. So yeah, I love being a subscriber, honey, but I want to do the responsible thing and get the celebrity gossip out. All right, so the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary of this news clip from the Today Show is allowed. Fingers crossed that the Today Show ain't tripping. And I did not get this from their YouTube channel. No, I am on their website. So we're going to play this clip, and then I'm going to come back with my commentary. I don't want there to be an echo. So I'm going to mute my mic, and then I'll come back. All right, here we go.
Exclusive interview with Jada Pinkett Smith, and everyone's going to be talking about this.
Yeah, she is one half of Hollywood's most powerful couple. She's at the center of constant gossip and controversy, including that slap at the Oscars. She was sitting right next to Will Smith. And when we met up with Jada in her hometown of Baltimore to talk about her candid new memoir, Worthy, she opened up about an issue that has been kept secret until now.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now.
Yes.
Y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. This interview on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen was taped a year after Will and Jada separated.
So how long have you guys been together?
23 years.
Wow. That's amazing. How do you keep it hot?
How do I keep it hot? Maybe I don't know. I mean, I'm baffled, really.
Yeah, right.
Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple. They even faced a scandal when Jada had what she called an entanglement with a family friend. Neither let the public know they had already split.
So I guess my question is, I feel like you're a straight talker,
I am.
except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, And we hadn't figured that out.
During our walk in Baltimore, Jada reflected on their breakup.
Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh, why a fracture? That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Oh.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
I have so many questions.
So do I.
I have so many
It
questions.
was the strangest, it was the strangest kind of revelation to realize that these two people have had separate lives. I mean, they have not called each other husband and wife in all of those years.
Except for the appearance everywhere they went.
Except for the appearances, right? Including at the Oscars.
Yes.
By the way, there's a whole chunk in this book that we're going to get into in the Dateline special and also a little later here of what happened in that moment when he said, you know, get my wife's name out of your mouth, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's a whole backstory there too. But Jada is candid and honest in this book. I mean, she's saying things that she's never said. So they've kind of been living this pretend life publicly.
For years.
They knew the secret. They know it.
So now she's telling everyone.
Yeah.
But they're not divorced.
Nope.
So they're
And
separated.
they don't plan on it. They don't plan on getting divorced.
I think a lot of American families can relate, though. I think there's a lot more distance between husbands and wives than anybody ever really talks about.
Yeah.
But this sounds like something.
Yeah, that's a bigger goal.
Yeah, it's a bigger delta.
We have a lot more on this conversation. I was fascinated by her, by the way. First time I'd sat down and spoke with her for a long period of time.
Oh, I
You
want
read
to
the
see
book.
more.
We
I
have
read
the
the
book
book from
here.
cover to cover. Yeah, we're going to do a special on NBC News. It's called Jada's Story, Friday night, 8/7 Central.
I want to hear your podcast with her so
on
we can go like
NBC.
2 hours long for
Let's go,
No.
Carson.
That'd
All
be
right.
Well, it's
No,
going to
you
be
go.
so
Do that.
interesting because, I mean, how people are going to react because it's one thing. I mean, everyone understands a marriage breaking up or, you know, things being complicated with your family, but then the kind of
It goes
public
in the-
ruse is, you know, I know you ask her a lot about
Yeah,
that.
there'll be a lot more. And we want to mention also that Jada also spoke to People Magazine, which is on stands this
And
week.
she's going to be here live in studio Monday, correct?
Yeah, she'll be here Monday.
Wow.
Got a lot going on.
Wow. All right. Thank you very much.
You're
All
welcome.
of that.
Okay, so let me exit out the Today Show. Okay. All right, so we are out of there, out of the Today Show. That was that clip. So allegedly, what she tells People magazine is that so in the Hollywood circle, although they kept it pretty good, pretty secret from us, the public, right? That she and Will Smith have been separated since 2016. But within the Hollywood circle, a little whispering did get out, and it made its way to the ear of comedian Chris Rock. He heard that the two of them were separated allegedly and that they were possibly going to divorce. You know how like when people gossip and they add a little something to it, they add a little salt and pepper. That's not the truth. So Chris Rock allegedly heard that they were divorcing. And he asked Jada out, y'all. He asked Jada Pinkett out on a date, allegedly, according to what she told People magazine. And so she was like, what do you mean? He was like, I want to take you out on a date. Aren't you and Will divorcing? She said no. And then after that, I guess he was like mortified and was apologizing. But obviously, Will Smith never forgot it and resented the fact that, you know, dude would try to ask his wife out. But, you know, the two of you have been separated. And I made a video about should you date while you separated, honey? So, but, you know, in this case, though, it's a little unique, right? Because they don't plan on getting divorced, but they live physically separate. You know, I don't know. There have always been the rumors out there about Will and Jada and allegedly possibly being like a swinger couple. So perhaps they no longer want to swing together. They want to swing solo. You know, I don't know. But I feel like this revelation definitely explains a lot. And I've always kind of felt like something about Will Smith, especially in recent years, there's something about him that is very fragile. And, you know, just in my opinion, you know, kind of like upstairs, you know, in the mind, kind of, you know, just like he may have a lot on his mind. And sometimes he almost seems like he's very hard on himself. So I'm sure when he made that huge mistake, it probably seemed very catastrophic for him, according to him. And then you're already a public figure where people love to judge anyone who's in the public even more harshly than they would the average Joe. And it just seems like Will probably internalizes a lot of the negative talk that he hears. And I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that he does not internalize a lot of it. And that's what I mean when I say fragile. So, I'm sure he did not want her to reveal this. I just would imagine that would be my guess, because she was the one who came out with the entanglement. And, I just really don't think that he wanted us, the world, to know that his wife was like cheating on him with someone young enough to be his son. Yeah. So I don't want to blame Jada, though, for Will's behavior towards Chris Rock. He chose to slap him. He chose to violate him physically. And Jada should have no control over his behavior or his thoughts. You have to do what's best for you. And if even if a relationship could drive you to violence, then that's probably a huge sign to walk away. And I'm not saying that she does drive him to do that, but if that factor is there, then it's probably good to separate, but keep it real, separate all the way. Don't front in public like y'all are together when y'all are not. And then it's like, is she willing to come out with this now because, the slap was so bad and, my super duper popular husband ain't so popular no more because he slapped Chris Rock, who asked me out. So let me make some money off of it. Let me write a book. Millions of people gonna buy it, which means I'm gonna make millions of dollars. And, and then I'll say, oh, and we're separate, and just kind of throw Will under the bus. Throw Will under whatever's smoking. You know what I'm saying? The bus, the train, the plane, the automobile. But y'all let me know in the comments what you think about Jada's new revelation that she is sharing with everyone. So now I want to share my screen again. Let's go here. Okay. So I am going to read Unwind with Tasha K, her Instagram post. And it reads, just in on my desk, the Real Housewives of Potomac's Candace Dillard's husband, Chris Bassett, alleged mistress of 6 months, just sent her nude photos of what appears to be Candace Dillard's husband and baby unaliving paperwork for the mistress. According to the mistress, the abortion was had. I just said it. Oh, sorry, Miss YouTube. The baby unalivement was had some weeks ago. We are rolling out the recording with me and the mistress tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TashaKLive.com. The alleged mistress is heartbroken and was under the influence when we spoke for hours today via FaceTime and Instagram. So I feel like, Tasha K is already setting the scene to say that the mistress was under the influence when they spoke. So she's already saying it could be some holes in her story, possibly. And definitely this is all alleged. I am very shocked and I do not want it to be true. I do like Chris and Candace together. I know that he may not make millions. He may not even make 6 figures. I don't know. He does we all know that he is a chef. He's worked as a general manager at a hotel in the DMV area. He does work because when Chris Bassett goes live, I do watch him on Instagram and he has a job. I think he's a W-2 employee. It's a W-2 every year to turn into his tax preparer. So he works. Okay. That's what's most important. And so, I hope he is not cheating. That would suck, for anyone. And so I can only imagine that, Candace and Chris are very upset about this. We have to find out, time will only tell. I'm sure that Giselle is having a field day and they're going to grill Candace at the reunion. They're done filming for the upcoming season 8 of The Real Housewives of Potomac, but obviously they have not filmed the reunion yet. It's going to be probably the new year after the holiday season when they filmed the reunion. So if I'm right on that timeline, that's like a little over 2.5 months away. Anything could happen between now and when they film the reunion. Or Andy could decide that they're going to move up the filming of the Potomac reunion in light of this story that has come out. You all let me know in the comments if you think they're going to move up the filming of the Potomac reunion. And what do you think about this? Do you believe it? Do you have to hear more? I have to hear more, and I definitely do not want it to be true. All right. And then, of course, I'm sure that you've heard that Carlee Russell, who was charged with filing a false police report when she, back in July down in Alabama, said that she saw a little baby or toddler being abducted. And then she herself faked her own kidnapping for 2 days. And then she just walked back home and then later admitted that she made it all up. She has been charged with more than $17,000 in restitution. So I feel like in a way that's definitely a slap on the wrist, but nothing beats public humiliation and public stupidity. Okay. And is she going to get a job? But you all let me know in the comments what you think about Carlee Russell's sentencing as well. So thank you so much for checking out this video. I really appreciate your support. Please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. And again, the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary of that clip of Jada Pinkett's interview on the Today Show is allowed. All right. And I will talk with y'all soon. Bye.